Hi everyone, I'm Poonam. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making dough out of wheat flour. I'll be using this dough to make chapati. Chapati, also known as roti or pulka. It is known by different names in different parts of India. It's a type of flatbread which is eaten with curries or lentils or cooked vegetables. In this video, I will be making two different doughs. One will be a small quantity and one will be a much larger quantity. In the larger quantity, there are certain tips for easy kneading, and then I'll be sharing some tips for storage as well. So let's start with kneading the dough. To knead the dough, I have put the flour in a bowl. Now we will add water slowly to this dough. I'll use my fingers to incorporate the water into the flour. Just be sure that you do not add too much of water at one time. The dough might become sticky. So I'll keep adding little water and keep blending the flour with the water. And there is no fixed quantity of how much water we should take, but a rough estimate is that the water is almost half the quantity of the flour. Now in the beginning I was using only my fingers. Now I'm using my fingers as well as my palms to put this all together. This dough can be used to make so many Indian flatbreads. One I told you is roti. Then we have paranthas. I need some more water here. Now the dough doesn't need much water, so I'm using the water. I'm pouring the water in my hands and then incorporating it in the dough. I was telling you about the paranthas. There are n number of paranthas in the Indian cuisine. You name it and we have it. You can stuff almost every vegetable in the parantha. You can make it savory, you can make it sweet. And now at this stage, just see how I'm using my fist. I start with one end of the fist and keep kneading using the other end, like this. This kneads the dough very well. The dough is now ready. When I'm pressing my fingers into it, I can see it's very soft. I'll transfer this now to an airtight container and this goes in the fridge. Now I'll be doing the larger quantity of the dough. Now you saw that the kneading of the smaller quantity was easy. It was not difficult. It comes together really fast. But when we are dealing with larger quantities, then you need some trick to do the dough. The procedure is the same. I will add water little by little, incorporate the water. Now you know this step. And then I'll bring the dough to a stage where the trick needs to be applied. Now the dough is at a stage where all the dry flour has been incorporated together, and now is the time when we need the real good kneading. I will make small wells in the dough like this all over. Take some water in my hands, in my palms, and then sprinkle it all over so that all these wells get some water. Roll this over together like this. On the other side, again make some wells in the dough. Take water in your palms and sprinkle it over these wells. Now let this dough sit here on the shelf for 5 to 7 minutes. I don't need to do anything. The water is going to do its trick. Now the dough will be much more easier to play with. Believe me, I have done this hundreds of times now. Now the kneading becomes much easier. Kneading the flour is the first thing that a child learns when he's taught cooking, he or she, because it's the easiest. Now I'm using the same action that I told you earlier, using my fist, one end of the fist to the other, and knead. I have saved myself at least 5 minutes of kneading by doing that step. Again, need to wet my palms. Yes, this dough is also now ready. I have divided the dough in 8 equal balls. Now I'm going to put them in cling film separately. And now I'm going to transfer this to a freezer bag. I'm going to tuck this away in the freezer and use it whenever I need it. There are 3 ways that I use this dough. If I remember, which is most of the time, the night before I have to make chapatis, I take this dough out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator, so it thaws by the time I'm ready to use it. Else, I put it on the shelf to thaw. In summers, it thaws really fast. And the third thing, when I'm ready to roll the chapatis, I just take out one ball, take it out of the cling film, put it in a microwave safe bowl, and use the defrost setting of the microwave. I need to defrost this for almost a minute. I usually stop after 50 seconds and then check on the dough. So this is my way of rolling the dough. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Poonam's Kitchen. See you again with a new recipe, with a new trick. Till then, bye.